Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, WWE fans, wrestling fans, and whoever else is listening to this or watching this or whatever. My name is Anthony Walker. Welcome to another Raw review. Now, guys, I know you're probably thinking to yourself, what's going on? Where's the webcam? I'm giving the webcam a little bit of a break today because, well, this week at least, because I'm plotting to get a better I'm plotting to get a better webcam. I'm plotting to get a better webcam. Because well, let's just say this. The webcam is here. Shout out to you, Eden. Thank you very much for coming on. I appreciate it very much indeed. Yeah, I'm plotting to get a better webcam, so I won't have to use the one that's embedded into my laptop. It really is stupid, to be honest with you. It's good, but it's not perfect. So I'll be hopefully with a better webcam next week. But until then, guys, you're going to have to make do with this for this week and probably this week only. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, I'm here for the Raw review. The Raw review that took place in Birmingham, Alabama last night. That's right. Birmingham, Alabama. Great. I've seen better Raws. I will say that. I've seen far better Raws. But all in all, I didn't have a problem with it. It was okay with me. And it kicked off with Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. I'll get to the main bits, the main talking points first before I go into everything else. Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman came out on Raw, Birmingham, Alabama. Obviously, the match is being made. Brock Lesnar, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns for the WWE #1 contendership. Winner goes to WrestleMania. Winner goes to Mania and gets a shot at Triple H. And anyone with a brain can understand or probably knows where that's going or what direction that's going. We all know where that is going, don't we? Yes. Anyone with a brain could see that a mile away. Now, Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman did his thing. You know, he put Brock over. He talked about the Fastlane match. But they were talking about Dean Ambrose, and Paul Heyman was talking about Dean Ambrose and saying how much of he's a lunatic, how crazy he is, he's a Fruit Loop, yada, yada, yada. That brought out Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose came out and basically just confronted him and basically told him, respectfully, in Dean Ambrose way, respectfully, just told him what's going to happen or what he plans on happening at the pay-per-view, Fastlane, that he's going to win, he's going to go to WrestleMania, and it's going to be Dean Ambrose that is the one that's going to be Triple H. I like Dean Ambrose, I'll tell you this right now, but Dean Ambrose has got a set of balls on him that match. I'll tell you this right now. A very much set of balls. Now, United States champion Kalisto beat Rusev by a counter. This is obviously a warm-up match because, well, the match has been made. Another match. Fuck's sake. Kalisto versus Alberto Del Rio one-on-one for the United States title at Fastlane. 3 matches. This is the 4th match. What did they do with a best-of-5 series or something? There must be. I don't know. But Kalisto managed to overcome Rusev and win by counter, much to the dismay of Alberto Del Rio. I really, really hope that this match at Fastlane is the last match. I really, truly hope that. This better be the last match. Because I don't think I could take another match. And if these two have a match at WrestleMania, Kalisto and Alberto Del Rio for the US title, I will seriously quit my life. Knowing WWE, though, they'll probably put on the pre-show or the kickoff show, whatever they're calling it now. Yeah, they have that way, if you will. Drop it in the comments. I've got my chat up, guys, as well. If you want to drop a comment and let me know about what you thought of Raw as well, I'll gladly reply back and answer back and whatever. I've got my chat up as well while I'm doing this. So if you want to, you know, speak your mind about WWE and Raw, please do that. That's if you saw Raw, of course. Usos beat the social jobbers, as a Tough Enough Winner calls them. Social outcasts. To be fair, they actually are jobbers. I mean, I don't know what the big deal was. Obviously, it's disrespectful because he hasn't been in the business yet, the Tough Enough Winner. But it's hard to argue with him, to be fair, because that's all they are. 4 jobbers come together as one. And in a way, they've done okay with themselves. I'll give them that. But Curtis Axel hasn't been relevant since he won the Intercontinental Championship back in the day, and since he was that Paul Heyman guy reject, and a very poor one at that. Adam Rose hasn't been relevant since he did that party thing, and I think he came to the realization that maybe that didn't work for WWE main roster, that only worked for NXT. And the fact that he turned heel, which was just ridiculous in its own right. And don't get me started on the Usos. I've made my feelings crystal clear on the Usos. Don't not get me started on them, please. We'll be here all day otherwise. They're figuring off for 6 months. They don't even wrestle for 6 months and they become tag team of the year at the Slammy Awards. That still blows my mind. But anyway, the Usos managed to get a win over the social outcasts. And what's next for the Usos? Probably to get another tag title shot. When they're going to get it, I don't know. More likely be WrestleMania, because I know for a fact that WWE Tag Team titles are going to be on the line at WrestleMania. I don't know what's going to be going down for the tag titles at Fastlane, but it'll be interesting. And I think it's time for the New Day to drop the titles now, in my opinion. MizTV, which basically was MizTV because it was supposed to be about AJ Styles. Now, AJ Styles was supposed to come out, tell everybody what his motives were for being in WWE, what his reasons were for being in WWE, you know, what it was all about, basically. He didn't even get a word in edgeways with the Miz. He didn't even get a word in edgeways. Miz came out, basically took control, and made it all about Miz, much to the dismay of AJ Styles. Because AJ Styles literally just beat the piss out of him. Just beat him up, threw him out, and Miz walked up the aisle with a shocked look on his face. Question is, can Miz beat the Phenomenal One? We'll find out on SmackDown this week as well, because that what happened on Raw and MizTV led to is going to lead to a match on SmackDown involving AJ Styles and The Miz. And we all know who's going to win that one, don't we? Yeah. Miz can't win. Miz can't even win the WWE title, let alone fucking beat AJ Styles. And John Bradshaw Layfield with his stupid, idiotic commentary. AJ Styles may pay for that. Oh my fucking God. Look, it's been cleared and it's been, you know, it's been brought to the attention that John Bradshaw Layfield is going in the Hall of Fame. And deservedly so. I'll give him his due. Deservedly so. He deserves it. There's no question about that. Hopefully this will, you know, what he needs to do is get off Monday Night Raw's commentary, because he's just so bad. Bad. And he's a far shell from what he used to be on commentary as well, back in the days when he was on SmackDown. Because he was actually annoying, but good also. Far better than what he is now. Brie Bella was doing an interview about Nikki undergoing successful surgery, and Charlotte and Daddy got involved. Said some derogatory things about Nikki. And Brie managed to get a bit of sweet revenge, because Brie actually beat Charlotte in a one-on-one match, for a non-title one-on-one match, much to the dismay of Ric Flair and Charlotte herself. So could this possible match that that's going down a fast lane between, or possible match. It looks like it's going down anyway between Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte. Could Brie Bella be added to the fold? We have to wait and see on that one. We have to even wait and see that this is going to happen, because I might as well say it, because since I brought it up, Sasha went one-on-one with Becky Lynch and said that Team Bad is now over because she has a quest to become Divas champion. Team Bad didn't take that too kindly, although they seemed to be on the same page before the match started. It seemed that Tamina and Naomi attacked Sasha, causing a disqualification and causing Becky to lose. They beat up Sasha on the outside, and again, much to the dismay of Naomi and Tamina, rather, Becky actually came out and helped Sasha fight off the two remaining members now of Team Bad. Something tells me something. Is that the seed that is needed to raise the four fingers, or potentially raise the four fingers? Or is that the seed that started the rise of the four horsewomen? It could very well be. You know, maybe Charlotte will turn babyface one day and join the four horsewomen. Maybe Becky and Sasha will turn heel, join up with Charlotte, and raise the four fingers. We'll have to wait and see on that one. I hope so. I really do hope so. The four horsewomen need to be a wrestling stable. Well, they are a stable, but outside the ring. But they need to be on TV. Now, go back to where I was. Big Show went one-on-one with Erick Rowan and beats him, much to the dismay of Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family. So what's going to go down? I think I already know what might be going down a fast night between Big Show, as far as Big Show goes anyway. It could very well be, from what I've read, Big Show versus Braun Strowman, and basically the winner faces The Undertaker at WrestleMania. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. And if you listen to my podcast, episode 96, I believe, I'm losing count, but I know I'm not far off 100. If you listen to the podcast, you know what I'm talking about, because I talk about that in great detail on that podcast. Tyler Breeze, his potential push that he was supposed to get up here is now being flushed right down the toilet. And you know it's being flushed down the toilet when you lose to Titus O'Neil. I'm not even going to talk about that, to be honest with you. It's just ridiculous to see someone who's talented on NXT. Either Triple H needs to save him and bring him back down to NXT, or just cut their losses with him. Apparently, he decided to leave WWE early, much to the dismay of the officials and staff members there. He decided to leave the show early. Rules. Always get flushed down the damn toilet, don't they? Anyway, Triple H came face-to-face with Brock Lesnar and accused him of being soft because he didn't attack Dean Ambrose at the beginning. Brock Lesnar turned around and said, "You'll find out how soft I am, or how soft Suplex City is at WrestleMania." Could we see Brock Lesnar, Triple H 2 at WrestleMania? This time for the world title? To be honest, it's not going to happen, but I hope so. I really do hope so. Maybe Brock can break Triple H's arm again. Think about it. A rematch from last week, Kevin Owens and Dolph Ziggler, which saw Dolph get a victory, get a bit of revenge. Again, another awesome match, probably the match of the night. One mistake, goes for the pop-up powerbomb, counters it, zigzag, gets the victory. Dolph, that is. What's next for Dolph? I don't know. I really, really don't know. Could we see a match between Dolph and somebody at WrestleMania? If so, who would you like to see? If you watch this back, who would you like to see? Who would you like to see wrestle Dolph? What would you like to see Dolph do? Go for a championship? He might even be facing Dean Ambrose for the Intercontinental Championship if he earns it. Hell, I wouldn't mind seeing him face Kalisto, to be fair. He deserves a title run. But Venom Gaming said this correctly. A guy who I talk to when I'm doing my games channel and everything, because he's a wrestling fan like myself. The way Dolph Ziggler wrestles in the ring and crawls across the ring, he crawls across the ring. I turned around and went, he hates that. And I turned around and went, he said, it's like he's in the desert. And it is, to be fair. It is. It is like he's in the desert. He needs to cut that out. He needs to get back being the old Dolph, basically. The guy who's the world champion. Although the way Dolph's gone now, you wouldn't think he's a world champion. Many people call him a Shawn Michaels wannabe. It's a bit harsh in that respect, but, wrestling fans have their opinions. Main event was Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and New Day. Just when you thought you could go one Raw without seeing the New Day, you get disappointed. It was Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose versus the New Days, Big E, and Kofi Kingston, the tag team of the group, if you will. And they managed to get the win, both of them. Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose, that is, in a great tag match. Good little main event. Pity it wasn't for the tag titles. But after the match, Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose reigned supreme until... Oh, by the way, Paul Heyman was at ringside, so you knew Brock was going to come out eventually. And Brock did come out and lure Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns into a trap. New Day attacked. Lesnar saw the opportunity and put Dean Ambrose in an F5. Statement made. You don't piss off the beast. And like it says in the description, Brock Lesnar took control of Raw. Question is, will he take control of that triple threat match at Fastlane? What will happen the next 2 weeks on Raw? Will it be all Lesnar going into Fastlane? Sure is interesting to find out. Brock Lesnar. Now, all in all, a pretty good Raw. Not the best Raw I've seen, but a pretty okay Raw, standard Raw. I'll give it a 5 out of 10 and I'll be fair, 3 out of 5 because it was okay for me. It was, there wasn't like impactful things, but I didn't have an issue with it except for Tyler Breeze's BS, but that's a different story for another day. All in all, a good Raw, an average Raw, but it wasn't the worst Raw. Just a quick note, yesterday I put up a video. I was doing some work yesterday. I put up a video involving the news that broke, I believe it was yesterday. Well, I got it yesterday anyway, of Bret Hart having prostate cancer. And I might as well just say this now and get out of the way. I know I said it a bit yesterday on that little breaking news bulletin that I did. And I'll say it now. Bret Hart was one of my favorites. It's a shocking turn of events to see or even know that the fact that one of the greatest wrestlers of all time in WWE's history anyway has prostate cancer. Very disturbing news, but we hope Bret Hart can beat it. And there was a picture yesterday on Twitter which fit the thing perfectly. Hashtag get well soon, Bret. Fight, Bret, fight. Fight Owens, fight. Fight, Bret, fight. And what happened yesterday when I got the news made me realize why all these gamers and YouTubers like myself, but all these other YouTubers that I watch, raise money against cancer, because cancer could come when you least expect it. And Bret probably didn't expect this cancer one bit. And we all hope he can fight it. I briefly had a family member that was suffering from cancer, but hopefully Thankfully, she's over it now, I hope. But yeah, it makes you understand why people raise money for cancer, because it is a serious disease, and it could come when you least expect it. You don't think it's going to happen, but it could strike at any time. You just got to be prepared for it. Hopefully and thankfully, Bret was aware of it, or was made aware of it, and hopefully the surgery goes well, because he is planning on having surgery. We've had one too many legends die, especially last year. Dusty Rhodes, Warrior, Piper, and even Lemmy as well, the Motorhead legend. We don't need to start off 2016 with another death, thank you. So get well soon, Bret. We all thinking of you, and from all your fans, we all love you as well. And even that's coming from me as well, because I was a huge fan of Bret, and I still am to this very day, no matter what. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that about wraps this up. Hopefully you will like it. Hopefully you've liked it and enjoyed it, and took care of the business and everything. And thank you to whoever stopped by and watched on the stream. Thank you to everybody who tuned in to watch this when this eventually goes up on the or tune in to listen to this when this eventually goes up on my YouTube page. The only way you can tune in or keep up to date with the Wrestling Matters channel is if you subscribe to the channel. So I mean promoting this on my stuff and everything elsewhere, but the only way you can keep up to this to check out weekly podcasts, weekly reviews like I'm doing. Hopefully next week I'll have a better webcam, because I'm plotting on getting a webcam, and I'm aiming to get one this week. So hopefully, all being well, I'll have a better webcam next week, and I won't have to use the laptop one. Like I said, the only way you get to keep up with the stuff on this channel, I've got a lot of stuff in the pipelines, and like I said, the only way you can keep up with it is if you subscribe to the channel for more wrestling-related content, plus podcasts as well. Tune in next week's podcast as well, because I've got an epic show lined up for you with plenty of guests and plenty of fun. And also, speaking of the podcast, check out the podcast now on Swerve Talk Network. That's right, Swerve Talk Network, designed and created by my good friend, Mr. Daz, who hosts Dangerous Daz, as he calls himself. The guy who runs Max Wrestling Podcast. And if you haven't heard Max Wrestling Podcast, there's an episode of the podcast that is in the description below with me on it. Yours truly, go and check it out, and you'll know who a Max Wrestling Podcast is. Trust me on that. But until then, guys, thank you so much for listening, tuning in, even dropping by. The video is going up. This is going up on the YouTube page, so be sure to check it out. Check out my games channel as well, Games Matter channel, youtube.com/Games Matter channel. My name is Anthony Walker. Enjoy the rest of the day. One of it is you are doing, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.